Hello and welcome to LeadMaster.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to configure your settings for Lead-Xpress. First, let's go to the Manage Workgroups. If you do not have access to administration, you cannot configure Lead-Xpress. Click Edit next to the workgroup you want to configure. So there's a couple of things that we need to check on this page. First, we need to check under Database Workgroup Banner and Color that we have a default label set, so that we can define what Lead-Xpress looks like. You need to make sure that these labels are already set up. Then, under Email and Lead Nurturing, make sure that the Allow Updates to Records via Email is enabled. Next, let's go to Hierarchy under the Main Administration menu. I'm going to be viewing and editing my account managers who will be receiving these records. Let's choose Dick Bell and make sure that he can view and update assigned records. Make sure that this is checked yes. The third part of configuring Lead-Xpress is actually setting up the content. We're going to go to Lead-Xpress/email notifications. And we have two options here. We can either do a single record assignment or a multiple record assignment. First, we're going to try the single record assignment. So first we have the work group, which work group we're working with. Then we have the type of email notification that we want to work with. We can easily move between different types of email notifications from right here. Next, we get into the email content. The first box is who this email is coming from and from what address. Next, we have the merge field for our subject line in our email. Say we want to have the person update the contact and a particular company. Click Insert. And here we can also insert more merge fields into the body of the text. So say, for example, we want them to update particular things about the company. I'm going to provide some contact information in the text box below. Okay, so we're just going to do a few. Now here we have contact. Make sure that your cursor is where you want the field to insert. Then contact. Want the first name. Then the last name. The primary phone. Cell phone. And finally, email. And now this person will be able to have all the information they need to contact the company. And here we have the comments section that can be updated. So here we've listed requirements that you are going to need to be able to use the LeadMaster Lead-Xpress system. So you have to be an active user on the system, the account has to be assigned to you, and the account also has to be active in the system. If any of these things are false, say for example someone leaves the company and you deactivate them from the system, they can no longer use this link. Below that we have additional options. You have two options up here. You can either update the record through a link on the record or from the email message. We've checked the link to the record, but it's whatever you prefer.
I'm going to suggest using the link to the record because many email clients will not show the content properly on the page.
And this information down here allows you to control what information you want them to be able to update in the system. You can turn these sections on and off by checking these boxes right here. Maybe you want to include the sales activity quick actions for easy updates. You can also move these groups up and down by clicking on the arrows. And if you want to turn on these buttons, you simply have to check them. And as soon as you've checked all the features you want on your system, then simply click Submit, and your email content has been updated. And we also have the multiple record assignment, which is very similar to the single records assignment. We have from and the address that it's from, your subject line, and you can still insert your merge fields right here in your record detail. But as you can see, you don't have the second part of the message where all the quick actions and sales updates are. That all must be configured in the single select. And if you click Submit, your email content has been updated again. And as soon as you have all your settings to where you would like them, you are now ready to start using Lead-Xpress. And this concludes the video tutorial on configuring your Lead-Xpress settings in LeadMaster.